What's going on? How are you doing? And I forgot to clean your face before I started. Let me see if I can correct that. You always have to clean your face before you start the live. Alleyway, PGA, Bishop, what's up? I think I just saw every fire department on the east side. I don't know what's up. If it wasn't nighttime, I would be very nosy, but I'm going to take my butt home where it's safe. At least I think it's safe. But something big just happened. That's not cool. It just gave me like those vibes, like if somebody dies, you know. But something definitely not good just happened, whatever that was. Oh, I see, Alleyway. Long time no see. Long time no see. I'm riding, heading home. I'm tired. That's what's up. I see the sun setting behind me still. It's kind of weird. It's like it looks a light back there. It is a light. It's not exactly dark. That's why I'm trying to get out of here before the deer run and play. The house is not always safe, but look at all the people that got shot in their houses, minding their own business while people on the outside doing crazy stuff and bullets going through the wall. My neighbors were always shooting. I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel safe. Yeah, it has been a bit alleyway. Been a long bit. I almost forgot you until I saw the cat. But anyway, life is short. That's what I was just telling them where I was come. You got a boyfriend now. Whoa, lucky you. I hope it's the one that makes you feel happy. And let me not say lucky you, but blessed you. And I hope it's not one that's making you feel not like yourself or something like that. Or making you feel something that's not good. Yeah, positive vibes wished for you. Positive vibes. And I'm tired. I was just attempting to sing. Has been great. Well, I hope so. A boyfriend to be married? I don't remember how old you are. Like they say, I don't know, depends. Let me be quiet. Let me keep my opinions to myself right about now. I'm not dating. I want to court to marriage. That's what I want. I'm not trying to have a boyfriend. I'm over boyfriends. I want a whole fiance. Yeah. Nobody's got time for that. Dating and dating and dating and dating. Boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're young. But still, even for me, I want to date with a purpose. You know who you're dating. If the person is just wanting to date and you want to date, that's fine. But if you're older and you want to get married, then you need to date people that want to be married. And hopefully that they think of you as the potential bride or groom. Don't waste your time with people that are not trying to do what you're trying to do. That's what I'm trying to say. But you're young. But I do know that some people get married when they're young and they're married for years and years and years and decades, and then they die. And yeah. But that's not everybody's story. But I want my forever. My voice is getting all crazy. I just left practice and my voice is tired. I was already tired. And now my voice sounds like I'm an older lady. We are going. We are in North Florida. Of course, it's only the best advice. But you know what? As I have heard a lot of people say, especially at your age, and it may seem a little complicated to understand, but you should see that person as your friend. A boy that is a friend. And get to know that person. I think a lot of people put the cart before the horse in many cases, and you don't really get to know a person, and then a lot of crazy things can happen. You always got to slow yourself down and make sure you get a chance to know that person. I'm just saying, regardless of what you think or believe or how you believe, getting to know a person is always the thing. But like I said, it all depends on your motives. I mean, some people are after one night stands, some people are after situationships or whatever it is. What's up, Dave Robinson? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you're right. It is in the name. Well, I want a boyfriend that wants to become a fiance, that wants to become a husband. How about that? If that's not his mindset, then we don't need to talk about anything. Yeah. I don't want to talk to you. If you want me, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Boyfriend is in the name. You are right. It does make sense. But I do believe in getting to know a person. If you don't get to know a person, then hey. Because like I've seen a lot of older people bedridden or in wheelchairs, bedridden, can't talk. Maybe they can talk a little bit. A lot of things can change overnight. A lot of things can change overnight, and then if that person is not truly your friend and you're not truly in love with that person, and some people get hung up on, well, you're not in love with me, you don't love me. Potatoes. I'm not even going to open up that one, but some people are stuck on, you didn't say you were in love with me. I love you. The reception is bad, I can tell, but that's beyond my control. But yeah, if you don't love that person and that person is not a person that you consider a friend deep down in your soul, exactly, you are exactly correct. And that's why I said it depends on what type of relationship or whatever it is that you're doing. Everybody's doing is not the same. I've seen I got to turn the light back on for this one. I've seen so many new style marriages. And I'm just going to turn the light off on that one. Everybody interprets their story differently. Who are you to say what someone else should do? You know what I mean? What you want is not what everyone else's desire or whatever they want for their relationship. So you have to determine that with your partner, right? Right. Stop looking at TV, stop looking at movies, stop looking at whatever. You have to determine that for yourself, with your person, with your partner, whatever it is, it's called your person. I'm just using person because I think everybody knows there are a lot of words floating around and a lot of things are floating around. Some people say, oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Well, that's you. You can't determine what a person is going to do or what a couple is going to do. It's not your business in the long run. Some people got to learn how to stay out of people's business. The only time you probably need to butt in is when somebody's not being safe or somebody's trying to hurt somebody. That's a different story. But under normal circumstances, let people live their lives according to their own terms. Yeah. Whatever those terms are. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I made it through one deer stretch. There's still some more deer stretch to go. Let's see. I don't want to hit a deer. There's been a deer like right here. So even right here, deers jump across right here. But right here, they've been cutting out the trees. So it's like they're taking away the deer's homes. Yeah, but at the end of the day, love is love. I'm going to say that. And I'm not even going to just try to define it because it's not for me to define. But love is love. What I will say, though, Alleyway, in your young self, I lost train of thought. It'll come back to me. Old lady timers popped in. Old lady timers popped in, and I just forgot what I was about to say. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. Oh yeah, what I was going to say was, if you do change to another relationship, you have to learn how to leave. How do I put this? By not carrying the previous expectations or baggage into the next situation, whatever that may be, however that may be defined. And that can be hard as well, depending on how life has been for you. Yeah. And that's something that a lot of people do often. They carry and they don't let go, and they keep carrying it and bringing it along, and that can pose problems. Yeah, especially for seasoned folks. They've got to really learn how to leave whatever happened and regroup and join the new situation or relationship with a fresh page, so to speak. Not that life doesn't teach you or you don't have experiences, but when someone tries to size you up or measure you up to the other person that they once knew, is a bad thing. Yeah. But anyway, relationships. Congrats to you. That story went to a long story, but yeah. I hope you're listening to whoever's giving you positive advice. But I know my choir director, for example, when I was in high school, he dated his wife, if I remember correctly, I think they started dating like in 5th grade. They went from 5th grade, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, whatever else they did in life, and they're still together today. They're older than me too. So I mean, people who really connect with the right person, and you take the time to actually make the right connection with the right person, and you know that's your person and you're dedicated to that person, and that's when you know that's love. Because love doesn't skip out. Love doesn't abandon. Love doesn't misuse and abuse and hurt and da-da-da-da-da. Slandering and whatever. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is service. And I'm so glad of the content creators that are promoting a healthy dynamic for relationships. There are a lot of podcasters and all kind of people. Everybody's jumping on the whole marriage train. But then you have the people that don't want to be married. There's always those people. And to each their own, right? Yeah. To each their own. It's interesting how the back of you can still see the sun setting, but for me it looks darker, but in the camera it looks like it's kind of bright. But the eastern sky is now a bluey color. Isn't it amazing how the atmosphere is? It is now 8:34 p.m. for those who are wondering what time it is. Eastern Standard Time. I often like to timestamp a video. And today is, depending on what you believe, but it's April 17th in the year of our Lord. This is country. I don't like driving in the dark in the night sometimes. I don't. And I'm tired. And you get sleepy on roads like this because it's dark. You don't see a lot of people. Most of the time the lights are green. You don't have to stop. You just keep rolling. And you just kind of get sleepy and sleepy and sleepy. Yeah. And I think all the trolls have left. Good. Oh, Jesus never compares. He never failed me. And the connection is going in and out because I'm in the country, but I'm almost home though. Yeah. For those who just joined, we're riding in the night, 8:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. USA, USA. Are you waking up in India? Are you waking up in Asia? That is Asia, Southern Asia, Northern Asia. You're waking up to a new day. We're getting ready to go to sleep over here on this side. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that 5:30 prayer time, but I will be doing it. Even if I have one eye open, I'm going to be doing it at 5:30 in the morning. But the weekend edition is definitely not going to be at 5:30. Nope. Last night I did not go live. Did you miss me? No, you didn't. That's why I didn't waste my energy, because I was tired. You didn't miss me, so I was like, I'm going to bed. Yeah, but it's okay. Better days. Better days are coming. Better days. Everybody rides with bright lights on back here because it's dark. Yeah, let that car go by and I got to turn my bright lights back on because it is dark back here. We don't have street lights back here. You have to actually pay for your own light to be in your yard because it's that country. If you don't buy a light for your yard, then you won't have one. Yeah. And that house has two. They've got two. Because some people want a light in the front and the back. But actually, for me, it keeps me up. That's why I have blackout curtains. So you have those big lights on, and then they're shining so bright in your window. No way. You got to have blackout curtains. Blackout curtains is what it is. Because I don't want to see the sunlight until I'm ready. No way, Jose. All right, so what you doing? What's for breakfast? What's for dinner? Like, come on. The quiet people are here. Alleyway, you left me, and I think PGA left me. Now y'all left me with the non-talking people. The non-talking people. I'm Veda. Nice to meet you. I'm just a little old lady that lives in a shoe who didn't know what to do. No, I'm just kidding. 3-day weekend loading. I'm so happy for this holiday. Not that I celebrate this holiday. I don't celebrate any holiday really, to be honest with you. Lights out. Gotta look for the deer. Let me turn the camera around just in case we can see deer tonight. I gotta slow down. If you go too fast, the deer are gonna say, no way, I'm not gonna come out. I'm not coming out. This is truly the country. I live on a dirt road. Yep. Some people don't know what dirt roads are in America because they've always lived in the city. So they don't have a clue unless they go visit somebody in the country. And I love to see the fireflies. I just saw one. And that's something you don't see a lot of anymore. You used to see like a lot of fireflies in the night, but now for some reason, do you even know what a firefly is? If you know what a firefly is, let me know in the comments. I used to catch them when I was a little girl. When I used to visit my friends in the country back then, we were in the country, they were in the country. And then we would catch the fireflies. And then we would put them in a jar that didn't have any holes, mind you. I don't know what we were thinking. And then, of course, by morning, the fireflies would be dead. Because they would, of course, be running out of oxygen. Yeah. So I wish I knew. I already tell you when I swipe the screen, the comments stop moving. No, I don't see them, Jay. Once I move the screen, it stops the flow. And I'm just trying to get home safely right now, so yeah. That's why I said what I said, because nobody wants to talk to me, but it's me. I'm going to stop touching the screen. Yeah, you see these things, you see like right here, the rain has washed this out. So it's like if you're not careful coming through here and you fall in there, that's like that, you'll have a long night unless you got AAA or roadside assistance. So yeah, I'm really not paying attention to the comments right now. Because my brother actually lost a tire because he fell in one of those things and he busted his tire up. So when I tell you I'm not trying to go out like that tonight, no. And people say I'm not watching the road. You better believe I'm watching the road when I get around here. Yeah. Now I will check in with the comments when I have come to a complete stop. Yeah. Until then, I'm just yapping. Yapping. And I didn't see any deer. Disappointed. I think I need to set my camera for a deer watch and leave the live running. I need to try that one night. And then y'all can tell me when y'all see the deer running in the night, for those who like to be nosy. And tell me how many strangers run by to go to the crack house. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. There's no place like home. When your family around you, you're never alone. When you know that you love. Mom has the lights out. That means I'm going to go in. All right, Wi-Fi is taking over. Mocha is looking at me through the window. Mocha is going to go. Mocha can't eat no more after midnight. So I'm thinking I need to stay up with her so she can eat again. We got to snack. We got to do the munchies because Mocha can't eat in the morning. And she's up there looking at me, waiting on me to come home. Whoa, there's a rabbit. Rabbit crossing. I always try not to hit the little critters because they're always running around out here. But I wanted to see a deer. Let me do a sweep. Sometimes you gotta do a sweep because sometimes I feel like creepy people are creeping around. And ain't nobody got time for that. Creep. Yeah. Gotta check it out. Sometimes the atmosphere just feels creepy. And before I get out the car, I always just kind of double check. Yeah. There's a rabbit. He's still trying to find a resting place. And it's so funny when they freeze. If you ever like watch rabbits, it's like they freeze in plain sight. YouTube is trying to play with my connection. I'm home on the Wi-Fi, on the data, and it's still trying to I am like coming down with the cooties. Excuse you. I got the cooties. Hello. Gotta go on the phone with my F. I hear you, Alleyway. Everybody should learn from their mess ups. Have you double tapped the bell that the bell is black? Even sometimes when your bell is black, I got that too. I get that too. There's some channels where I double tap. I don't double tap everybody's bell though. But sometimes YouTube is just acting up. And I think it also depends on your service, wherever you are. So sometimes it just doesn't work because of whatever. I feel like going to the beach. Destiny, long time no see. What's up, JG? Oh, you did miss me, Gabby. You're the only one that did. Oh, yeah, right. You didn't even comment under the post talking about don't ever do that again. I put my health above YouTube any day, Jay. I fell asleep so fast. You noticed my absence. I noticed your absence too, all of those days. But I did follow your shorts and whatever you posted. I tried my best. I didn't always see every post. A lot of people don't know what a dirt road is or a firefly. They may have read it in a book, but a lot of people have never like seen one. I know people who haven't seen them. Let me get out this car. There are people who haven't seen these things. You'd be surprised. Like some people just everyone hasn't seen stuff. It always just feels so creepy sometimes. But that's just me and anxiety. The Big Dipper, I see you, the Big Dipper. There are never frogs on the back door, but the frogs are always on the front door. That's why I kind of stopped going that way. I always got to be fighting frogs to get in the house. One night I'm gonna leave the phone on the stand in the window, and I'm gonna see who be lurking because I know people be walking around in there in the night. This flag is always coming in, and I don't know who it is. I don't think it's Russia. Hmm. Yeah, I was getting the loading circle too, but I refuse to let the live end abruptly because when it ends abruptly, it always does something weird. Smoker, chill out. Come on, stinky butt. Mommy, what are you doing up? Did I wake you up? Hmm? You did what? All right. Hold on a second. Give my hug. You just came in. You been asleep? I was in the kitchen. I was outside and I came in the kitchen. You just came from outside? I could clean up your dishes. You left. I was coming back to clean them up. I had to rest. Dishes are secondary to my rest. You just got to learn that. I would have cleaned it up when I came back, but thank you. But thank ya. Thank ya. Yep, the big dipper. The big dipper. And I came out here without my jacket. It's getting nippy out here. What is that little thing? It looks like a ghost. Is that supposed to be a penguin? Mocha just wants to come outside. She probably smelled that rabbit. And then she comes out here and all she wants to do is run around and try to find them. But without a jacket, we won't be out here that long because the temperature's already dropping. Dropping. Mocha's not going to be happy when she sees herself going to the bed in the morning. Yeah. And I was trying to muzzle her with her new muzzle. And this little feisty mama tomorrow, I'm going to have to be the mean mama. But I just had to check it to make sure the size was going to be appropriate. So I was trying to pre-gauge it so I can put it on her tomorrow. Tomorrow she won't have a choice. Today she had a choice, but tomorrow is a no option. I really don't want to drug her up. And actually, if I was going to drug her up, I'm kind of tempted to drug her up just to make the people happy, but I don't really care about making them happy because that medicine just makes her so loopy. She be high as a kite. Mother, there's a car coming. Come on. We're not going down the road. And I don't want to get dusted because that's what happens when you live on the dirt road. When cars come by, you just get dusted like the people on Little House on the Prairie with the wagons. I don't feel like getting dusted. No. Let's walk quickly and get back over here before they come down. Some people speed down the road. Wait a minute. No, what the world? Now, how that car disappeared? Let me see. See, this is the kind of stuff that be creepy. I know I saw that car coming down the road, and all of a sudden it just disappeared. This is where you know you got the creep. Sometimes a lot of people be going in these people's property because they know the people don't be there. I bet they just turned in that property that those people they don't be back here. So that car was certainly coming down the road and it just suddenly disappeared. All kind of creepy creepers. Come on, Mocha, let's go in because the creepy creepers around here. Tell them what they're up to. Be quiet, Jay. When I got home, I was not feeling well. Today was a rough day, but I made it. I had to take it easy. Come on, Mocha. We'll be back. Hopefully you won't wake me up in the middle of the night. Ma, what you want me to do to your hair?
I would like for you to really grease my hair for me.
Okay, but that's not happening right now, though. But what you want me to do to your hair?
Say now.
Yes, ma'am. But what do you want me to do to your hair so I can put it in my mind?
Oh no.
You always say you don't know, and then when I start doing something, you tell me you don't want me to do that.
Because when you do all that twisting and all them stuff you did,
Uh-huh.
I just do something plain where I can manage.
Okay. So what that mean?
I don't know.
See there? You say you don't know, and then when I do it, then you start telling me you don't want it like that. We'll figure it out, I guess. You better think about it. You better sleep on it. I did wash your braids. I guess you found them in the bathroom because I left them in there. Okay, well. Okay. Because I plan to do that tomorrow. I guess I might do that while Mocha's at the vet. Mom, I can't do that tomorrow. Remember I told you that I gotta take Mocha to the vet in the morning?
I know.
Yeah, but I'm not doing all that tomorrow.
Oh.
Because I don't know what time Mocha's gonna be done. And if she's done like 2 o'clock, I really don't want to go all over running around the place.
Oh, that be late in the day.
Yeah, she has to probably be there till about 2. The last time she was there till about 2. Yeah. It depends on how she wakes up. That's another reason why I don't want to give her that medicine because that'll delay her waking up. Because she'll be like drugged up. But anyway, I don't want to drug her up more than they're going to drug her up. Gary. My mom is one of those people that she wants the dishes washed now. Like, she'll do it even when she's not feeling well or whatever because she could be sick or something and she feels like she's got to. I have a totally different mindset. No. If I'm sleepy, I'm going to go to sleep. And when I get up, I'll wash the dishes. Not all the time, but if that's the case, yeah, that's going to be the case. Sometimes I may wash them right away, and then another day I won't. And I'm definitely not going to beat myself up over it. I am not. No way, Jose. Welcome to the live. This is real as can be. Yeah. And I left the house without actually moisturizing my hair this morning. I've been just doing like this all day. It feels like I didn't moisturize it because this hair needs moisture every day. It's trying to recover, and it's just been like this. I got one more time. The thing is, when you're the last child, even though I'm an adult, my mom has spoiled me. She did it, and I always remind her, "You did this. I didn't do it." I don't take advantage of it, but she did it. That's what happens when you spoil your child, and you can't blame them for how they act. You really can't. When you think about what you did, you got to change your. Let's change your leash right now. So you're gonna wear this one to the doctor. Then you're gonna wear your what you gonna wear? Where's your other leash, Mocha? Uh oh. Where is your other leash? Uh-huh. I don't even know if you could fit this one, Mocha. Let's see. I think you gained weight. Mocha can't wear the blue one no more. I don't think so. Some people probably say, why does Mocha always have on the same harness? I know you got some people that say that, but yeah, Mocha has it on because the other ones, she does too much with those. She only changes to her other ones when she go out in the streets. But now I don't know what her other long leash is. That I don't know. Mocha, where did we put your blue leash? She has the blue leash that goes with the blue. No, I don't remember where I put it because she hasn't used it. Oh boy. Oh Lord, here it is right here. Duh. All right, because you're wearing blue. I think you're gonna wear blue tomorrow, Mocha. Yeah. Dressed to impress. We are girls, we wear blue over here. That's our favorite color, right, Mocha? Right. Come here, sticky butt. Well, and I can't have no junk out of her in the morning, so I gotta make sure I gear her up tonight. Because sometimes Mocha just wakes up with the stinkiest chihuahua attitude. Doesn't want to go for a walk, doesn't want to get up, doesn't want to do anything. You can't do that in the morning because you gotta go. You're not eating breakfast, okay? No breakfast for you. None. None. I'm trying to find the most secure. She has to be in a secure harness. Because if not, she will get out of it. I think you don't got too fat for that one, Mocha, so you don't have to wear pink. You're gonna have to be a girl in pink tomorrow. Sorry. Who wants to wear pink? Not me. Not me. I don't even think I have a lot of pink. I don't think I have any pink. Not really. Stop, Mocha. Stop. Stop. No. All right. You gotta be secure. Oh, no, 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 wait. We're gonna change your leash in the morning though. Okay? But you're gonna stay in it because you do too much. We don't have time for the shenanigans. We'll take you out the harness when you get back. The wild child. Whew. I'm glad y'all having laughs at my expense. Like the song says, you don't have to fight for me, I fight for myself. But you want to wear a jacket? Say, no, mama. Don't you put me in a jacket, mama. All right. So now that I am home, I'm gonna ask you, how was your day? How was your day? Oh, I would have to end the live to come back. I could do that if you want me to. Why you feel like yapping on live? I would have to end this live and come back though, because that's one thing I don't like about it. I wish maybe you could do it on a laptop. I don't know, but on the phone you can't. You have to start the live with that setting. If not, you can't just jump and do it. I was playing with that screencast, but I realized that the screencast is really designed for gaming. But I really don't want to do it tonight because you see right here. If you notice, if you look at my head, I actually hit my head. And you see that knot right there? I hit my head like really hard. I rubbed it, so that's why it didn't probably turn like black. But I have like this knot right here. That's another reason why I took my butt to bed because I hit my noggin. I don't want to really talk about it lest I incriminate myself. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, but right now I'm actually not gonna stay on here that much longer because I really need to rest. My voice already feels like I've been like that. So you want? I could always get on my other channel. I could do that too. I don't think I want to come back over here. Whoa, what the world? All of a sudden, this weird thing just popped up on my screen. I'm like, what setting did I turn on? All of these little things just popped up on the screen. You heard that sound, right? I'm sure you heard it because you hear the sounds that my phone makes. And then all of a sudden, I saw these little things on the screen. I have no idea what that was. I keep playing with settings and it's doing all these things. Okay. About what time tomorrow so I can put it in my mind. It would definitely kind of, well, it could be like while Mocha's in surgery or whatever, but in her little medical procedure. I'm not sure. I might go door dashing in the morning. Who door dashes? Let me know. Boom, boom, boom. Food delivery. I like to know who's in the food delivery world. We're a special breed. I might do that while I'm waiting for Mocha because I really don't want to leave the city that she's going to be in. And then I may leave the city and just come back home, but it's like, I don't know. I just want to be nearby for some reason. I don't want to be that far away just in case something goes crazy. I'm definitely going to stay there until they're actually ready for her because they don't want to deal with Mocha too long until they're ready to like knock her out. And then they're good. Oh, okay, that's cool. 11 a.m. That'll work. Hopefully, for sure by then I should be. Hopefully, I'll be back home before 2. Hopefully, I will be back home before 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, before 2. I'll work that out. Work that out. Work that out. Work that out. So you had a good day today, Gabby, and you did too, Jay. J. You had a good day too. All I know is I'm tired, and I am so ready for this 3-day weekend. But my head is really hurting. When I tell you I really hit my head, I really hit my head doing something. Oh, that's cool. Are they friends or are they acquaintances? I'm big on those words. I always have to backtrack that. Yeah, I know. Happy to be off. Happy to be sleeping in. I can tell you hit it hard. Yeah. If I didn't rub it, I think it would have been like probably a dark color. Oh yeah, I hit it hard because it was like I definitely wasn't trying to hit my head, but I really hit my head in the process of what I was doing. And I still feel like this headache. I probably should have went to check it out. Hoping I don't have like a little concussion right here, and it hurts when I touch it. Oh, I'm just asking because people like to say they're my friends, but have they proven themselves to be forever like friends and not fair weather friends? I'm just asking for the people in the background. But anyway, it'll get better. I should have put some ice on it, but I haven't put any ice on it. You're gonna put ice on it. Thank you. Yep, that's the kind of that's the kind of husband I need. One that's gonna cherish the bride. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, a true friend will be there, and you'll know that they're there. Like I've had in my older years, I have people that talk a bunch of trash, male and females. But then, like you said, the actions don't back up what their mouth is saying. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? All right. I don't know. Like I said, relationships shouldn't get into all that measuring. It's just everyone's giving their all, whatever their all is. When you start trying to like say necessarily measuring, then that's when things kind of get a little, you know, peculiar. So what you doing tomorrow, Jay? Let me guess. Home watching TV. You're here, Jimmy. Okay, I'm here too. I'm just yapping about my day, talking to my blue family, my people, my YouTube people. What are you here doing, Jimmy? I got a boo boo on my knee too, because on this side it's hurt. I really hurt myself. You know why? Because when I'm tired, I get very clumsy. That's how I hit my head, and I hit my knee. Luckily, I didn't break anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be relaxing too. Besides minding Mocha, it takes me about like 15-20 minutes to get to her vet. Okay, well, thank you, Jimmy. Oh, and I said I'm not buying any more perfume until I have decreased the ones that I have. You can only wear but so much perfume at one time, and my sinuses don't allow me to wear everything, so I'm very careful about perfume that I put on. If my sinuses start to say no, because I don't know about you, but if you have like sinusitis, certain fragrances are like a big no. They flare up and cause a whole lot of yeah. So I stick to what works for me, and then when they go, then I figure out what's gonna be next. Yeah. So how y'all doing in the background? Y'all doing? And my eyes are beginning to reflect the fact that they've got a problem. My eyes getting worse. I need to make sure I address that with the doctor when I go back. This eye keeps doing crazy stuff lately. Anyway, because I see it, it's doing crazy stuff. Why are you taking your comments back, Jimmy? Oh, she shared her gift with you, or she shared a gift with you? Oh, she's a perfume expert. Okay. Mocha, I'm gonna put this food away soon. I don't really want to set an alarm, but you could drink water up until in the morning, Mocha, but you can't keep eating food. So if you're done eating, your food is gonna disappear. Mom, mom, mommy. Yeah, reminding mommy not to feed a Mocha. Don't try to feed Mocha when I'm not looking. Mocha can't eat anymore. You know, I was listening to this guy. I follow him on Instagram. He's a podiatrist, according to what he says. I'm going to take his word for it because he's always looking like he's at the hospital. But anyway, he was explaining why it's important for patients not to eat. And I was like, I'm glad someone actually explain that. Because I always like, why do they have me starving? But he was talking about it's like basically deadly if you've eaten and then you go under. And then I forget the big word that he said, something, something, but it's like a dangerous thing to have food in your stomach. And what he was explaining, you could die because of it, because of some type of complication that it creates or something like that. So I was like, oh, well. And they talking about Mocha can have a little water. I'm like, no, I'd rather her not have any water. But that's what happens. Like when you wake up from anesthesia, you usually have that kind of like, I want to, like, it makes you want. If you've never been to sleep, then you wouldn't understand. But like when you wake up from anesthesia, especially when they put that thing down your throat and they pump that uh gassy stuff or whatever they call it into your body, and then when you wake up, your stomach is just trying to come back to life, and then you're feeling like everything you want to just go. So if you actually have food in your stomach or water or whatever, it's definitely going to come up. And then you'll find yourself vomiting and vomiting and vomiting, vomiting. Yeah, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. So if you're told not to eat, don't eat. Don't eat. As you get older and they have to put you to sleep for procedures and whatnot. Yeah. And for you men, you know that the younger you are now, you should be checking your prostate. I know I jump on topics, but I just thought about that since we're talking about medical stuff. And some men just don't want to do that. But yeah, especially you men that's almost 40, for example. Yeah, you might want to get your prostate checked. Advocate for yourself because, like, men are getting prostate cancer at younger years. And they're saying, like, if it's caught earlier, then you wouldn't have some of the complications. So, yeah, for the people that are like almost 40, they might want to think about that.
Is she in the room now?
Yes, ma'am. No, she's not coming. Mocha's in bed mode. But I'll close the door. J Razors. You need to feed your back. Yeah, it is important. I mean, a lot of things you don't necessarily want to do at the doctor's office, but it's for your good in the long run. Yeah, stay on top of your self breast exams. Yeah, you people. That's everybody. It's not just any. It's anybody who's have a, a upper torso. You should be having a self chest exam because some people get caught up on. I don't have breasts, and I'm like, do you have nipples? Then you have breasts. I mean, it is what it is. How can you not call them breasts? You can't say that you have chest. If you have nipples, you have breasts. It's not debatable. It's not debatable. Now, some people really have breasts, and some people have more chest than breasts. But at the end of the day, if you have nipples, you have breasts. So you need to do a self breast exam. Men have lumps too. Men have cancer too. Let that sink in. What do you mean years from now? Don't want to sound personal, but you've never been to a gynecologist? I think, where's my other phone? Where is my other phone? Where is my other phone? I gotta go back to Google. Gotta go back to Google. I can't remember. Can't remember. Let me see what Google says. I'm gonna leave here probably about 8:15, something like that. I give her some time to calm down. You're being funny, but I'm dead serious. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. I hear you, Gabby. I'm still checking to see. The age is 21, according to Google, regardless of sexual activity between the years of like 21 and 29. You should do it every 3 years. So a lot of things could be going wrong, and it's not always about sex. Other things could be going on, and you wouldn't want something to be happening and you not know. So that's why you check. Yeah, there's so many other things that could be going on. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. A lot of heavy topics. A lot of heavy topics are popping up. Anyway, know these things about what you need to know. It's about just overall health because there's so many things that could happen. I mean, I don't know what runs in your family. Did you do your exam while you up there covering your mouth? Did you do your exams? But do you know how to check yourself? Do you know how to check your own prostate? There's got to be a self exam for prostate that you can check. I mean, I don't know those details because I'm not a man and I don't have a son. So it's not like something that I need to know per se. What's up, Keith? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Anyway, there is. I'm sure there is a self breast. I mean, a self prostate exam. Gotta be. You should know about that. I don't necessarily have to know at this time. Let's see. I know for a lot of men, they don't want people to check their prostate because they feel like, whatever. But you have to think about the health of your body. It's not about whether or not that person is attracted to you or it's a relationship type thing. If that person is professional, they're handling their job professionally. And that's what a lot of men are hung up on because they have the wrong mindset. You know what I mean? And I'm still trying to figure out what that weird thing that popped up on my screen. All of a sudden, I saw these like little icon things all over my screen. But anyway, I'll figure that out. I guess it'll pop up. Anyway, this is awareness, and this it might seem funny, but I try to bring in a lot of topics because a lot of people don't want to talk about stuff, and it's a fact. Because I know people who died from prostate cancer. You probably know people who've died from prostate cancer. It's a serious thing, for real. Breast cancer is a serious thing. I know people that have died from breast cancer. Very close family friends. I know people who've had double mastectomies, all because they didn't find lumps in time, and then the cancer spreads, and there they are with no boobs. And some people don't even want to do the reconstruction, or whatever you call it, reconstructive surgeries or whatever. Some people do, some people don't. I remember a time I didn't even want boobs. Didn't want them. I remember I used to call myself running track in middle school, and I couldn't understand like why are these things like bouncing up and down. I was like annoyed. That's when you start changing in your body. I was like, I don't want these things. Like I don't want these things on me. Samuel Lozada. I actually thought about you today. Or was that yesterday? Yesterday. Where you been, Samuel Lozada? I guess that's because I get on random times. And I guess it's the holiday. It's 9:26, so it seems like when I get on late, some of you guys pop in. You people that are not early birds who don't get up at 5:30 in the morning. Some of you people who are not early birds. But I'm okay. I'm tired though, and I'm good. That's why I'm still standing up because I know if I lay down, I'm going to most likely fall out. You had no choice about what? Oh, about having those things bouncing around. Ah. Oh, I understand that. Like last night, I took a night off because I was like, nobody cares. Nobody cares but the random trolls who probably miss coming in and doing what they do on the channel. Annoy, 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 annoy. Yeah, one of these days. You cared? I don't know. It's just weird. 'Cause when you go from like having a flat chest and then you start like everyone buds at different ages, but for me it was more like middle school. Some people started budding in like elementary school, but I didn't bud bud way back then. Don't do what again? What, take a day off? I'm always gonna take a day off at some point. Gotta take a day off at some point. Gotta take a day off at some point. You didn't. You usually you've been asleep lately anyway, so you wouldn't even know. Early elementary school. Nope. My sister actually just got a picture out of my aunt's album, and I was a little. I thought about showing that picture on the channel, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna put that on the channel. But I was the little girl that wasn't paying attention in the picture though. I remember my chest was like flat for the longest. Yeah. And then one day all of a sudden these little things started coming up. Third grade. Wow. Like I said, everybody's different. But you grew up in a different time though. I think nowadays they have like so much um hormonal things in the foods, and that takes a toll on the human body as well. If you eat a lot of meat or you eat a lot of things that these hormones are in, then it pumps your body just like it pumps up those things that the hormones are in, whatever it may be. What you mean just throw you under the bus? I'm not throwing you under the bus. But I'm just saying the fact. I mean, there will come a time, I'm sure, where I will, just not appear. I did say it though. If you had been on the live that morning, I said it on that morning live. I don't know if you were on it or not. Maybe you had gone off and went to work, but I did say it. I said I don't think I'll be on the live later, so those who were on heard me. Well, that's a lot of protein. Protein pumps up muscle, but I guess the breast tissue is not necessarily muscle. It's what is it? Those little, what are those glands? Milk ducts. What do you call them? Yes, it's not muscle. Exactly. Oh yeah. But I'm trying to be careful about that because it's like when you take sometimes you take long breaks and all of a sudden you don't want to return. But I guess if it's your purpose and it's the thing that you need to be doing, you'll return or not. Because I'm working on some things in the shadows. So wherever God says to go, that's where I'm going. But I'm working on the plan. I'm working on the plan. It's coming to fruition. At 10. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. I hear you. Yeah, I would say it's normal. In the normal range, yeah. Younger than me, I was just saying, okay, okay, okay. Because some people actually have it later in life, like later in life. I haven't met that many people who have had that, but yeah, some people do. Everybody's not like it. Some people, excuse me, are in their older teen years, and some people are before preteen. Yeah, I really hit my head. I was terrified too, for many reasons. Not gonna tell all those stories right now. Yeah, it's definitely a new experience. It definitely is a new experience. Yeah, it changes everything. Just like I said, a baby changes everything. That changes everything too. Yeah, I had an older sister too, but it still didn't change the fact that I was still like having to learn all about it, like for real, when it happened to me. Who needs to take a cold shower? Am I cooked? No, I'm not cooking, Keith. You always, I think you're the one that's always asking me about food. No, I'm not cooking. You should cook for me. Of course, it takes a while to get used to it. Just imagine you've just been living your life and I have to worry about this monthly visitor. And now you have to be worrying about this monthly visitor. And you have to understand the timing. And hopefully, the timing is in a pattern that they can keep up with because that could be annoying when the pattern is totally off. There are apps. And I know like people nowadays that use these apps and they help you to count and keep up if you don't know how to count. So I don't know if your daughter has a phone, but she can actually use an app to keep up with it. From what I've learned from the generation of now. Oh no, I'm not gonna take a cold shower. I would probably freak out. I want to take a cold shower if I have to. That's like torturing. But I know they always talk about the Arctic plunge, but I try to do like the cold hot like hot therapy and cold. What you call it? Cold hydrotherapy. Yeah, like cold and hot in the shower sometimes. Yeah, some people can, and see that's another reason why you would check in with your gynecologist because sometimes you could be developing issues that cause you to have excessive nausea or cramping. You could be having some things growing inside that don't belong. There are many things to check for. Like I said, it's not always about sexual diseases or sexual whatever, something. There are a lot of things that could be going on. Because I know people who have had serious issues and they had to go and take care of them. Yeah. Because sometimes your periods can be crazy. And then they have treatments for that. Like if you really want to go to that length. Because some people can't even function because when it comes, they literally get so sick. And there's a name for that. You know what I mean? There's a name for those things. So that's like not normal when you got to be like in your bed because you're hurting so bad or you're cramped up so bad. Yeah. So if it's something that's really bad, you might want to check it out beforehand. Hmm. Exactly. There's a lady I follow on Instagram mostly. She has that. But that's not good, especially at your age. You really need to go check that out, mama. For real. You're too young for all that skipping. All that skipping. I mean, I don't know nothing about your story. You know your own story, but that's not like a normal thing at all. That sounds like when you're probably going through menopause or something. And you shouldn't be there yet. And if you're there already, then something's really wrong. So you might want to go check that out. Skipping for months at a time. That's definitely not normal. Not normal at all. You would want to correct it now before you have issues in the future. Because a lot of those kind of things could interrupt the reproductive system, meaning that you will not be able to have children in the future if you don't correct whatever is going on sometimes ahead of time. I would hate to see that happen. So check it out. 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 Make an appointment. So that you're a new adult. Okay, dokie. But yeah, that's serious though. I'm not a doctor, but I do know that you're quite young to be skipping and skipping, as you said, months at a time. That's that's not normal. No. Uh-oh, Jay got quiet. Jay said I threw him under the bus and then he disappeared. Oh, you're cooking baked chicken with cabbage. That sounds yummy, Keith. I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice your comment. I like cabbage, but I didn't cook. I actually put a pizza in the microwave, a microwavable pizza, and I made a fruit bowl. I love to make sure I eat enough fruit or enough veggies whenever I eat. Hmm. Now you got me wanting to eat cabbage. You're so funny. No, this is serious, Gabby. But yeah, literally, you can create problems by not addressing them. You know how that goes, just like with anything. It's nothing to really play around with. But you say you do have an appointment. No, I'm not trying to put your business on Front Street, but thank you for sharing. This is a very informative topic. Yes, it is. And definitely, it's one to pay attention to and not to be overlooked at all. Whether you're a new adult or old adult, because if you say you started your period at age 10, there's no reason now why your period should be disappearing. Something is causing it to disappear. So yeah, hamburger helper, and like they do, like people sit there like eating and watching, like those Eddie Murphy characters back in the other day when he used to do all those multiple characters. But anyway, self-bird stick now. I was doing mine the other day. I have an alarm that goes off actually monthly. It's permanently set in my phone. But I usually do it before it does. But when it goes off again, then I'll just do it again just to make sure all is well. But I did just have my mammogram. I had it during spring break when I was on spring break in March. And when I tell you when they do the smashing, it's never fun. But I rather know than not know my breast status. Okay. Yep, stress will cause it to be, yeah, for sure. I know all about that one. I think that's what caused me to go into menopause early. Stress, high stress. Yep. As for some people, they say I went in menopause early because some people don't go in menopause as early as I did. So stress will definitely do that. And not eating well as well. All types of ways of eating could cause problems with your health. Exactly. I didn't, well, that little pizza was like a little personal pan pizza, and then I had fruit. So that was like, by the time I got to rehearsal, and actually, I got there early because I didn't want to be late and I was getting sleepy. But yeah, I was feeling hungry. 2 pieces of bread. Well, when you eat noodles, and I learned when I was working with one school, I didn't really pay attention to the other school, but pasta has no nutritional value. So the only thing that makes it nutritious is whatever else is in there. So the pasta is like eating empty calories. That means you get hungry fast. I know he didn't go to the store and get the Butterfingers without buying me one, right? But I'm gonna try a Butterfinger. Maybe I'll buy one tomorrow. But the last time I did, they did not have that classic, nice, buttery, peanut buttery taste. They just were tasting like a bunch of sugary. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, tomorrow on Friday. Tomorrow's payday. Tomorrow be payday. Well, I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna be waiting. When you gonna post some videos, Jay? You need to cut it out and post some videos. Cut it out and post some videos. Cut it out. This is Mocha's muzzle, which is kind of weird. Because the thing about it is that makes it kind of complicated. It's got two Velcro things. I guess one helps to reinforce it. This is the issue now. That's why I realized I got to pre-strap it, because if I don't, she's not gonna let me do all this strap. So that's why I was trying to measure it today. And then this one helps to make it tighten up more because it has like a second Velcro to reinforce the first one. So this is one that I'm dependent on to make sure she's secure enough so she doesn't bite anybody. No videos. Okay, no videos. Anyway, I gotta set this strap so that Mocha's good to go in the morning. Ooh, cool. Your shorts have a cool vibe, and I've always told you that from the beginning. You got your own vibe. You just keep doing what you do and staying present. And for whatever reason, my shorts on my Breaking and Healing channel have been going to high views. And then this channel doesn't, I guess. Every channel has its own whatever. But I noticed that too. But that's a good thing. Like I told you, stay true to your posting. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. Don't stop posting. Stay regular. But you haven't started, you stopped going live. And you stopped making long videos too. How did your makeup videos do? Are those the ones that got the views? Is it your makeup videos? Which ones got the views? Which ones got the views? I hadn't really looked at that. I could barely keep up with my own channel. And that's what I try to do. But sometimes I get stubborn, even though I realize the content that people are wanting because they like it, or it gets views don't always mean that someone likes it, and then likes don't always mean that people disliked it. Because some people just never hit the like button because it's just not in their mind. They may like the video, but they don't hit the like button. And then now the way that they're counting it, because when I got my email telling about the new way that they're counting shorts, as long as the video starts to play, it's counted as a view. So that could mean that it was only 1 second, but it was counted as a view. So it's like you only know if you look at your YouTube studio and look at your analytics, and then you'll see like through your watch hours that it's, whether high or low or whatever and all that kind of stuff. Or your recent shorts got the views, the ones where you were doing that crash out. I was like, I had to pray for her. I was like, what is going on with Gabby? And she's talking about crash out and banging her head on the screen. I guess it resonated with people. So now you need to be more, I guess, honest with your emotions and your feelings. A lot of people just want to see people being rawly authentic, rawly authentic. All right, I need to lay down, guys. My head is really beginning to rip. Tears are almost about to come to my eyes. My head is starting to feel. The mayor of East Birmingham, where you been? Ooh. The mayor of East Birmingham. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that was a raw emotion video. It felt that way. I don't know if you were acting or if it was really, really real, but yeah. You've been feeling crazy. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. or I'm sure I'm gonna go into rest mode and lay down. Yeah, yeah. I hit my head. That's what's going on in the mayor of East Birmingham. I really hit my head. Yeah, and I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, it felt real. I could tell it definitely looked real and it felt real. Real. So all I could do was just say a little prayer for you and hope for better vibes and better days. Me too, what, JG? Watching me enjoy my life. Did you see my new upload? Now that video hasn't got any views, hardly. You see that when I take the time to edit? That's why I don't even take the time to edit because people don't take the time to watch it. I guess I gotta do something different. Gotta lay low. I'm laying at the. Oh, you're tired. You after you ate all your hamburger helper, now you want to lay down. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna be on in the morning at 5:30 for morning prayer time though, and after that, I'm gonna have to probably end it and come back because I have to vlog while Mocha's at the doctor on her channel. I'm gonna take that to Mocha's channel since it's Mocha's journey, so I can put that. I really think this is the last time I'm gonna put her to sleep. Um, Oh, I'll see you more. The mayor of East Birmingham. You're back on YouTube again. Yeah. So I'm gonna vlog on Mocha's channel tomorrow when she goes to do her stuff, so I can document that over there. Because I really believe this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna let those people at the vet put her to sleep. I don't care what they say. I'm not gonna let them keep putting her to sleep. Mm-mm. She's getting too old. They're saying it's okay, but in my mind, I'm like, no, she's getting too old. Nope, don't want to put her to sleep. Nope, no, thank you. Treat her and just make sure she's okay and let her live her life happy until whenever, whatever, whatever. Do blood work and make sure she doesn't have any cancer cells and yada, yada, yada. But we're not going to put her to sleep. No, unless we absolutely have to. All right, until next time. If you're going to wake up early and join me in the morning, then do so. If not, well, thank you. Much love, much love, much love from Florida, USA. Yeah, I need to lay down and take some ibuprofen. I had to wake up and take ibuprofen last night because my head was like hurting. Now it's almost 10 o'clock and I gotta go to bed. Good night, night. So always remember to be good to yourself. Always remember to be good to yourself. Always remember to be good to yourself. And always remember that you are special. If you don't remember anything else that we said, even though we talked about self breast exams and prostate exams and self prostate exams, always remember that you are special and always be good to yourself. Bye.